Alright, what's up guys? I just wanted to make a quick video detailing how to get bigger arms because we're getting around to summertime. It's a lot. I've been getting this a lot recently. How to get bigger arms. A lot of people have been asking me on Instagram in person, my friends. So yeah guys, I have 4 big tips for you, and if you guys want to see them individually, I will have them timestamped in the description and the comment section below. Let's get right into it. Alright guys, my first big tip is to prioritize arm dominant movements, okay? So basically what I mean by this is rather than doing a bunch of fluff and pump work with dumbbells, isolation movements, try doing some skull crushers for your triceps, overhead extensions with a barbell, with a dumbbell, strict curls for your biceps, heavy preacher curls, right? Try doing those big compound movements that are arm dominant, okay? Now when you do this, you're going to be able to overload way more easily, and you're going to be able to progress a lot more. So that's my first tip. Focus on those big movements, and with that, don't be afraid to go heavier, okay? Don't be afraid to creep into those lower rep ranges, 3 sets of 5, 3 sets of 3 even, if you have good form. But yeah, that's my first tip, is prioritize arm dominant movements, okay? There you go. All right, guys, my second tip is to not be afraid to use a little bit of body English on curls, okay? So basically, what I mean by this is you'll see a lot of guys doing perfect form, and of course, that's good. We want perfect form, but when we're trying to overload as effectively as possible and get as strong as possible, we need to use a little bit of body English on curls, in my opinion, all right? So when you're doing some barbell curls, right, and if you start, using a little bit of hips, a little bit of body English to get that weight up, that's okay in my opinion. As long as you're still hitting your muscle and you're feeling your muscle effectively, that's fine. Where it is a problem is when you're doing complete cheat curls, you're going like this, you're doing complete like power cleans basically. That's not okay, because when we do that, you're not even hitting your biceps effectively, and you might as well just do an isolation movement. So that's my second tip. Don't be afraid to use a little bit of body English. Break down a little bit on form when you're going for those extra reps, a little bit heavier, okay? Because at the end of the day, you're gonna be able to overload more effectively and go a lot heavier. So that's my second tip. Let's get to the third one. All right, guys, this is my third tip, and in my opinion, the biggest tip, the most important tip that you can use in your training and as well for this arm training, and that is to focus on progressive overload, okay? If you're not progressively overloading over time, you're not going to get bigger. Simple as that, all right? Now, if you guys don't know what progressive overload is, I basically just kind of explained it. You just keep increasing it's basically just increasing the load, okay? Now, you can do this through increasing volume, volume meaning sets and reps, increasing the weight, so going from 135 to 140, or increasing the time under tension and decreasing the rest, okay? In my opinion, the most effective to doing this is increasing the weight on the big compounds and increasing volume on the isolation lifts, okay? No, right? We know scientifically that the most effective way to get muscle gains, hypertrophy, is through overload, progressive overload, okay? So over time, over the weeks, each workout, try to add 5 pounds, try to add extra rep, try to add an extra set, okay? Any way that you can overload, do it, and I promise you guys will make gains. Way more effective than just doing the same thing and chasing the pump, okay? So here's my last tip. Let's get into it. All right, guys. Now my last tip is to do higher volume as well, okay? Of course, we want to focus on going heavy and getting stronger. That's more important in my opinion. But at the same time, you still want to have volume work, of course, okay? You still want to isolate. You still want to chase the pump and creep into those higher rep ranges, okay? Because when you're not doing so, it's just it's counterproductive, right? If you're just going super heavy on curls and you're not isolating your biceps through like preacher curls, incline curls, you're not getting the best of both worlds, okay? You want the heavy aspect and you want the light flump and pump aspect, okay? You need both. Every periodization, every kind of a system always increases, or not increases, but they both have high volume and high intensity. You need both in your training, okay? Now, you can go about this through either having a high volume day and a high intensity day, or you can do it in the same workout. So you can do, like, if you're having a push day, you can do your bench, you can do your excessive your bench, then you can do your heavy triceps, then you can do your volume, so some cable push down, some band push down, stuff like that. But basically, guys, that's pretty much it to recap. Focus on arm dominant movements, progressive overload, don't be afraid to go a little bit heavier and use some cheating form, and isolate, of course. Isolate, chase that pump as well. Now, when you guys incorporate all those aspects together, I feel like you guys are going to have no problem getting bigger arms. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. If you guys enjoyed the video, just leave a like or whatever. I don't really, I don't make money from this, obviously. I have like 400 subscribers, but Yeah, that's basically it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys got any questions, leave them down below. And there we go, guys. Peace.